Hello everybody, I'm back. I just got done reviewing Great Admiral, and now we're gonna go to Tank Guy, or Tank Man. Now, as I stated in the previous video of Great Admiral, I don't like calling this guy Tank Man because I don't really like man. Like, guy is okay for me. I don't get why they need to change it to man. Anyways, just go watch the details of that video. We're gonna tune into this video now for this guy. So, in perspective, this guy looks really cool. He's a tank. He has a little rhino thing here. This is his Toki, and he has a tank barrel. Now, I will show you what this tank barrel does in a second. But first, let's look at how good this tank mode is. It looks really cool. It does have pegs for the combine. This is actually for the combiner mode, but you could ignore that. He has a little head. Not sure what these are. He has headlights, but I'm not sure what these are. He has these treads. Of course, he doesn't have real treads. He only has casters, which I think they're okay. It doesn't really roll that bad. Oh yeah, and my perspective as well. In my camera, this guy is a navy blue. He's a really nice navy blue. But in person, this guy's like sea blue. Like, if you went to the beach and you look at the water, this is what this guy looks like. Like, he doesn't really look bad in the camera. He looks really nice too in the camera. So, but in real life, he kind of looks, nah, color is not really good if you're looking at him in real life, in person. So this video is kind of just to show you that this guy is really nice tank mode. So the color is already at kind of a knock, like in real life. In video, this looks amazing. Those are his feet, by the way. Anyways, I do really like this tank mode. You can see his, what are his fists. And you could think that these are like rocket boosters or like turbo boosters who get move faster, but they're just hands. They're just there. Anyway, so let me show you what this guy does in tank mode. Actually, it doesn't really do anything except move around. You could take this off the tank barrel. There's just sliders. They're connected to sliders that are just wedged together in here. They actually tab really well. So take this off, and then there's a little LED button here. I'm not sure how this thing still has batteries until now. Sorry, I dropped it, but I'm not sure how this thing even still has batteries until now. It's like I haven't even used this thing like for a long time, and it still has batteries. I don't even know why. Like, do I have to? I'm not even sure if this is even battery. What is it? Like, I don't know. But regardless, I do like the fact that this can act as a mini flashlight. Like, say if the power goes out, and then a kid, just imagine a kid, he's gonna be, okay, let me go get Tank Guy's little LED flashlight, mini flashlight. And it works okay, but like if you're far away, it doesn't really work well. You can kind of barely see everything. So that's definitely kind of a knock on the guy, but he's not bad. This is not bad. This is actually really cool. So, well, let's actually start disassembling this guy so we can get him in robot mode. First of all, take this off. This is his Toki. It's a rhino Toki, a rhinoceros, which just looks really cool. I do like how the posability is he can bend. And he gets that really well. It's like a brickish rhino, which is really cool. I do like this design piece too. It's like a kind of wheel well thing. So on the other side, really like that detail. And same thing on camera. This guy is like a beach. The rhino is like a beach blue. And then on camera, it's a kind of navy blue. So not really navy blue. It's kind of a light blue, if you know what I mean. Navy blue, like he's a light navy blue. For all you color experts out there, I'm just gonna call this navy blue. If you're a color expert, just tell me I'm wrong or whatever. So let's get to transforming this guy. Now this guy, he's actually broken. Not broken, but broken. I'll show you what I mean. So first, what you'll do is you'll take the what were the parts of the tank barrel. You're gonna lift it up like this, and they're in a hinge right here. You have to bring this all the way out, and don't bring it all the way down for now. Now I'll do the same thing for this one. And yeah, that's basically it for this guy. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to the bottom. Actually, let me lift up my camera now because this guy's gonna get big. There's you have to untab the parts here at the back. There's little parts where you have to untap. So you have to untab this. I'm not sure if you can see the little tab here. There's actually a tab. And then yeah. Basically, bring these down. Then you have to untab the top parts of the tank, the side parts of the tank out. And they're on really tight ratchets on this red joint right here, this red shoulder joint. Bring the arms down, and then rotate the fists out. Same thing with the side, out, and then rotate the fists. Now, we'll take these bits, fold them down like this, and then we'll bend the elbows. I like bending the elbows because it's out, because it acts as like a counterweight. It acts as a weight balance for the robot mode. Not for the combined mode. You don't really need the elbows. You could, and then next you should bring this out. And he has double jointed knees. So how does double jointed knees? So the way this works is you have to bend the white, which are the white knees. You have to bend the white knees first, like this, until you cannot see them. Then you have to bend them using the red one. And then you have to make sure it doesn't get through the red joints in here, so it doesn't bump into it. So anyways, yeah, I know this guy has really spindly legs. That's why you should bend them at the white joint, by the way, not the red joint, not the white joint. You have to, and then next you'll bring this chest and torso up. And of course you can already see the perspective of this guy. So back to the Toki. If you look at the top, alright, it's his tiny little patty head. So bring the head up, like this, and there is, see if I can get my camera, it's like big trail. There are two sliders in here. These are kind of like Tobot combiners connectors. There's a little stopper at the end, and then these are sliders. So that's how you connect this. So you have to wedge it in. Actually, I have to use two hands here. So wedge it in, then and you have to press it down until it kicks. So listen, that's a click. And you have to bend this down. There you go. And this is basically Tank Guy, which he looks like a giant guy. Like, he's your standard strong, small legs, big arms guy. And I do like the fact that most of his tank, his treads and the side of his tank are his arms, which is a really cool design. On contrast to Great Admiral, who kind of sucks. This guy's actually one of my, not favorites, but he's a really good. He's a good, like, just good. Like, yeah, this is good, like, good Tobot. Like, in my opinion. And he's one of the best Tobot V Tobots, if you don't count him as a parts former, which I will tell you why he's a parts former. Anyways, here's his cannon, and there's, and actually, let me show you what I mean about him being broken. On to the back. So you see on this bit here, there is a little plastic circular bit here. That's where his kind of hanger here, or his I don't know what you guys call it, but whatever you call it, the silver bit, the slider joint basically. And then in this side, it's missing because in box, when I opened this, this one just immediately fell out of the box when I opened it. So, let's see. This actually can come off very easily, but it can go back in very easily. All you have to do is straighten it out like this. And then you see the hole in there, you're just gonna leave it in there. So, let me just do this with two hands real quick. There we go, so just leave it in there. And then, yeah, that's basically it. That's good. And then you can connect this to the left side, from what I heard. So come here, slider joint. Basically the exact same way it connected in the tank mode, except, you know, without the without the other side. And for posability, this guy has really, really nice posability. Because I'm just going to go around the whole way. You will go in and out, one at this joint, in and out, so at this joint, then at the elbow. You can rotate above the elbow, which is really cool. Except you can't really bend, rotate above the elbow if his elbows bend, which is kind of a must. Excuse me. And then you have to lift his arms up to compose his legs again. It's like, you have to lift up his front skirts. Here. This. You have to bring his legs to go forward and back. Not that much, but they can go in and out a lot. You rotate. Of course, he has a double jointed knee, which is really nice. You rotate at the foot too. So this guy can pose. Let's see if I can get him in a certain pose here. Sorry, pushing my camera away. Have to bend up his skirt too, so that you can get the full range of articulation with him. There it is. There. So that is just, you know, Tank Guy doing his average pose. And now we get on to the main event. Oh yeah, speaking of, I have to do a size comparison. So, this guy back together. I'm gonna do a size comparison with him and then Great Admiral. So bring in Great Admiral. Big heavy boy. Yeah, he's a midget compared to him. They actually kind of look good together because, of course, red, blue. But in person, still looks better. Navy blue. This guy's actually a brighter red. Like, while he's in camera. Just, I guess that's kind of neat. I still don't like you, though. You're kind of bad. And this is all of them compared to Delta Squad Megazord. And as you can see, he's basically as tall as Tank Guy. If you don't count the giant cannon. Yeah, it's basically this tall. His head is a bit bigger, so that does give him an advantage, Delta Squad. But this guy is much bigger than this guy. I mean, this guy has 5 vehicles in one. These two are just individual. So, let's bring this guy down. And now we'll get back to combining these guys. So, start off, we'll actually just bring the weapons off to the side. And we'll start with Great Admiral. So, actually, no, we have to start with Tank Guy. So, we'll go to Tank Guy, remove his Stokie, hold this, and I'll show you what to do with this later. So, get it off to the side. Now, you have to remove his torso. Basically, the exact same way some Tobot combiners connect. So, oh my god, there you go. So, it's on a slider joint right here. It's on some stoppers right there. And this is a big chunk. It got chewed off. But, yeah, well, whatever. So, there's the big thing. Bring this up like this. There you go. Bring this around. Basically bring this back into the tank mode. Split it apart. Come to the broken part. Now I have to be very careful. Oh dear, hold on. I have to bend it like this, all the way in. And then you have to bend this. I should bring this up first. Basically bring this up until this vent is facing forward. And slide it onto the back. And then that's the time you bring this joint down. Except it popped apart. I should actually put super glue on this soon. So bring this all the way down. And pull out the connector port. Rotate the arm. This is going to be Greatest Admiral's right arm. So we'll put this onto the side. Next will basically do the exact same. Except it's less harder because there's no broken stuff. So rotate. Slide. Bring this. Oops, hold on. In, bring this connector port out, and there you go. There's actually we have one more thing. On the left side, we have to rotate this up. So 1, 2, 3 clicks. Okay, so pull this off to the side. Next, look at the legs. Now we'll close them together, just like we're going in tank mode. Bring these, which are basically foot skirts. Lift up the feet. Bring these connection ports out. Split it apart. And these are basically his Greatest Admiral's stilt. So this off to the side as well. So now we'll look at Mr. Red Boy here. What we'll do is we'll basically not do anything except bring his arms in, bring his fists in, bring his shoulders up like this, and then rotate the arms up like this. So he basically he gets even bigger shoulders. And yeah, you have to collapse this down for now. He gets giant shoulders. Gets even bigger shoulders. Actually, we have to do something else. We have to bring these up. So bring this one up as well. I bring this up. I show it on camera. I'm sorry. So now we can start with the transfer. Actually, no, we have to do one more thing. Bring the legs up like this. The stilts. These are gonna be his kind of side heels. Yeah. And now you can barely see him. You can only see his legs now. So what we'll do is we'll start with connecting the feet. So extra straighten. This port, this gray port, will connect onto the heel. There is a tab on the heel, and then this white tab will connect onto the tab in the toe. So we'll connect up like this. Oh, fuck this. I'm removing this. It's too annoying. So actually no, we have to do it on this side. So tab this in first. I recommend tabbing the gray part first, and then the white part. Okay, so basically do the exact same with the other foot. Get on my table. So connection. Oh, sorry, I have to bend this. So connection, tab, and tab. Basically, those are his feet ready. It looks like he just got new pairs of shoes, but anyways, now I have to deal with his arms. So his arms. This is gonna be really hard. I could just this, but then again, it's gonna be really, really hard to do. But it's kind of really cumbersome, so just come like this. Okay, actually, let me show it like this. So under him, there is a port. It looks like a Zorbil port. Actually, no, it doesn't. Get this. The what was the port? You're gonna just stick it onto there, right? So stick, and that's a really tight connection, actually. But it's not tight enough for you to like hold him up here like this, and then it will not fall down. I don't want to risk my losing toys. So get this, lodge it in, and now the only thing we have to do left to get him back to the combination, you're gonna bring this up. You're gonna basically split this apart. Okay, so just split it apart. Basically becomes a head crest. I don't know what these are. These are probably like Roman, like before in Roman. I guess this is a head crest. So the way this works, do you see the two tabs here that are actually the two tabs here that we used to use on the big guy, on this bit, the way it tabs in, are basically going to do the exact same to there, except there is it's also two tabs and two clips on there. So we're gonna slightly stuff this in, and then these two tabs are gonna connect onto these two clips on the bottom. So there it is. Bring this up. And then I guess if you this just a spit. Oh man, this guy's really big. There is Greatest Admiral without his weapons. So let's get his weapons. It's Great Admiral sword and shield. Split them apart. This is his cannon. Pull out this peg. Tank Guy's cannon. Pulled out the peg. That's it. Now we'll take the shield. Now you see the peg where we used to peg the sword? I'm gonna use it to peg onto this thing right here. And then there's 2 pegs so that you can peg in also on the other 2. So this, like this, he gets a shield cannon, like what Optimus Prime has on Age of Extinction and The Last Knight. The one where he has an arm cannon, one that he used to shoot people, or shoot Harold Andinger, and the other KSI drones Decepticons. So on Greatest Admiral, there is a tab or a clip. You're gonna have to bring this in and have it in like this. And once you do that, if you press this, if you jam it really hard, the light will open. So yeah. And for the sword's actually going to be really useful now, because now instead of connecting to Great Admiral's hands, which had no sort of connection, and so it's just dangling around, now his fist has a tab. The tab will go onto the handle, so this will work by this. You will just lightly collapse this in like so. Boom. Close this up. And yeah, this is Greatest Admiral. Oh, come on. And I have to say, this looks really disappointing. I don't like how it's just Great Admiral, except that it's just like he gets new pairs of shoes, bigger arms, and a shield cannon, and a head crest. Like, that's it. That's it. I'm sorry if I'm talking a bit negative, but it's just, this guy doesn't really look well. If the tank guy parts were painted red, it would make Great Admiral actually look really nice, because all of his arms would look balanced. He would actually be bigger, and I would accept that. Because his arms are so beefy now, I would get why his legs are also need to be taller as well. I would like the head crest also to be red if this was just Great Admiral, but I honestly don't know. Just this combination, it's okay if this were like a Megazord combination, but this is a Tobot, and Great Admiral is still in control. Like in the show, this guy is literally called still Commander Unit, like from the kid. I'm not sure what his name is anymore, but the kid, his name is Tyler. Oh yeah, Tyler. There you go, Tyler. I just thought of random. I just said Tyler. So Tyler, I don't know what his Korean name is. That's his English name. That he calls him Commander. This guy is named Invincible in the English show. Invincible. What kind of name is that? Invincible? Or like uninvincible? So you're saying this guy's a god? There's no way this guy's a god. Look at him. I'm sorry if I'm shouting. Probably this is the first time you see me like this, but I really do not like this combination anymore. He's just too big, and he's too beefy, and I don't like how in the show this guy's supposed to be called Invincible, and yet the kid still calls him Tyler. The kid Tyler still calls him Commander Universe. This combination is okay. He does get extra points of articulation. Well, he does have a forward and back shoulder joint now, which I guess is a cool thing, but it's still kind of useless. Yeah, so either way, that's kind of Greatest Admiral, or Invincible, stupid ass name for now. Yeah, he is really cool, but I don't really dig him. He's just big. Yeah. And speaking of big, the Squad Megazord is basically the size of his waist. Yeah, that's just how big this guy is. Like, this is just literally the Delta Squad Megazord. to get Megazords, let me actually just go get... Sorry for the wait, I had to just get this one. So, yeah. Yeah, I haven't showed you guys Delta Squad Megazord, mostly because I got him just a few months, just a year ago, so... That's all for you Power Rangers SBD fans out there. So yeah, this guy's okay, not bad. I would only recommend Deltatron or Quatran if you have them. Don't get this guy, please. This guy is the only Tobot V combiner that I don't like. That's how much I hate him. He's not okay. I only like Tank Guy, but he's also not really okay. He's just good. He's mid good, not super good. Aside from that, that's it for this review. I'll be reviewing next review. I'll be reviewing Captain Police, also known as Sergeant Justice, the cop car wolf guy. So I'll yeah, just tune in. Maybe you can see them as well. So you can see him as well. So yeah, I guess I'll do the outro. I'll see you guys in a future video. Bye bye.